This is First GenXers.
All right. Hello, and welcome to today's edition of The Classroom featuring, brought to you by First GenXers. This week, for right now, it's just featuring me. Hopefully, we'll get O'Malley in here in a minute. Other than that, I'm just going to straight chill here with you, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the sports world today. Let me remind you once again, you can find us over on at the Classroom Facebook page. Just go on to facebook.com and search for The Classroom featuring, and you should be able to find us. You can also find us on X, on Double KK Double Network for X, and Threads and Instagram and all that. All right, so now let's dive in. We're going to get to opening talk about the NBA playoffs through 4 weeks. And let me tell you, so far, it has been utterly and brutally exciting. Some teams did not end up where they wanted to be. Others are currently learning that their spot isn't secure as it used to be. We talked before about how the Thunder dropped the Lakers in 4. The Spurs ended up beating the Timberwolves in 6, and we were waiting for the conference finals to start. The Cavs ended up winning Game 7 against the Pistons, their second Game 7 this postseason, to go up 4-3 and beat them to face the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. And let me tell you, I don't think they're too happy that they ended up facing the Knicks. Like, it's going to be an interesting conference finals. We're going to start in the West, which is giving us exactly what me and O'Malley talked to you guys about. Which was the Thunder and the Spurs being like a heavyweight boxing match. The Spurs came out and won Game 1 in Oklahoma City, surprising everybody. They won it in double overtime with Wemby going for 40 and 20, like a beast. Like, I don't understand why that man didn't win MVP and SGA did. He did win Defensive Player of the Year pretty much unanimously. I can see why. Like I said, a lot of his defensive skills, the fact that he's taller than everybody. But he on the offensive end, there's no reason on God's green earth for a man like that to be able to move like that and do what he does. But he does. And the Oklahoma City currently has that 2-1 lead on the Spurs after taking the next 2 games when SGA decided to wake up and decide he wanted to start playing like a actual MVP that he is. Congratulations to him on winning the NBA MVP this year. It's a second consecutive MVP. I want to say he's the second person. I want to say Jokic being the other one that's won back-to-back MVPs. Let's see if he'll keep winning them. But let me tell you this: that first game made Oklahoma City realize that their biggest rival is here now. Like, they thought they were going to have kind of a dominance the way the Warriors did over a 4 or 5 year stretch, and if they were going to be able to run this Western Conference or run this NBA. And the Spurs have proven, nah, Wemby, Castle, Fox, all them boys over there, they want to win a title too. And now we have what will probably be one of the biggest rivalries over the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm talking about conference championships. They'll probably play each other in the second round a couple of times, depending on how their seasons go. But Oklahoma City and the Spurs, because I think I heard the stat the other day on First Take that Oklahoma City has something like 16 first-round draft picks in the next 6 drafts. So, like, yeah, like they are going to be good and stay good. So like this year, I think they're picking at number 12 or something like that. So yeah, let's keep an eye out for Oklahoma City. And in this series right now, San Antonio's looking to take that second game in San Antonio to even the series. But both me and O'Malley both said that it was most likely going to go 7 games because there's just too much talent. Look, the thing that won Oklahoma City the title last year, is the fact that they have a bench that is unrivaled in the NBA. Kind of like when the Warriors went on their run, their bench was just with people that would probably be starters for most NBA teams, but we're all coming off the bench for the Warriors. And when I tell you that got them through a lot of games when they could rely deep into their bench on guys to be able to score points, grab rebounds, and keep the ball moving. The Oklahoma City has the same thing. They go 8 to 10 deep of players that would pretty much be starters almost anywhere else, right? Hold on one second. Um, and so when they did that, hold on one second. Sorry, it's just easier to get up and do this myself. Pause 1 second. $100% sorry about that. Had a couple of things I had to take care of real quick. Well, I'll say so. As we sit here, you have this Spurs team that's just ready to show Wemby or Oklahoma City and company that they aren't the only one. What I was mentioning was that the way that Oklahoma City can go 8 to 10 deep, San Antonio is one of the only other teams in the league, not just in the conference, but in the league that can go 8 to 10 deep right along with them of players that would probably be starters on other teams and are willing to come off the bench to help make this a championship level squad. So I tell you 100% keep an eye out on those Spurs because Spurs Thunder, that's going to be either the conference championship or the series of the playoffs for the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years to come. All right, so uh, we also have the Knicks and the Cavs in the Eastern Conference, and New York is on a roll. They lost those first couple to Atlanta, and then something clicked in them, and they said no more. We are on our way to. Make sure to close up the box. We are on our way to the NBA Finals, and ain't no stopping us now. Like that's where the Knicks are at, and I don't know how they got here because like Jalen Brunson decided. I Here's the thing about it. Outside of the Celtics, and I said this last week. Outside of the Celtics, I don't remember. I didn't see any team in the East that really could challenge the Knicks because if Cat's playing at the top of his game and Big Body Brunson, as they call him, is playing at the top of his game, that team's going to be damn near unstoppable, and that's what they've been. The Knicks rolled the first 3 games of the playoffs the right on over the what is it? No, hold on. No, sorry. This is the wrong one. Trying to get my information up here. All right, so here we go. I don't. All right, so wait a minute. Yeah, OKC responds, and then the Knicks are just dominating. Like they won the last game, 128, 101, and it doesn't look like the Cavs even belong on the same court. Or it looks like, I'll be honest with you, it looks like the Cavs are exhausted after playing back-to-back 7-game series. Sometimes that can push you in the sense of momentum and get you moving and get you very motivated to continue to run. And other times it can just wear you out. And that's what I think it's done to the Cavs. I'm not using that as an excuse. The Knicks are the better squad, but yeah, I didn't expect this kind of romp. I expected this to be at least a 5-6 game series. And now it looks like, unless the Cavs wake up, it's about to be a gentleman's sweep. Like a gentleman's sweep, no joke. And so I will look to see if the Cavs have any self-respect and can at least win a game. But the Western Conference Finals looks like it's about to be straight up insanity with the Spurs and the like I said, the Spurs are currently winning Game 4, so it looks like they may end up with they may end up with a 7-game series on their hands there, which is going to be funny, especially if the Knicks are cruising and they're well rested going into the finals. Like if the Knicks sweep, that's going to make for an insane finals against whoever comes out, because whoever's coming out of the West is definitely going to have been through a battle by the time they get to New York. So this may be a year, guys, where we see the New York Knicks do something they have not done since the 70s. I want to say they went to a finals in 94, but they haven't won an NBA championship since the 1970s. Keep an eye out for it. It could happen. It could happen. So, all right, that's going to do it for me. Fortunately, no Heather for the first part of the show, maybe for the second. But we're going to come back on the back end and talk a few subjects about the NFL offseason. And then I have one particular subject about college football that we'll kind of touch on before we call it a day here on the Classroom. But for right now, we're going to get some promo time in. So be sure to enjoy this. These are some of the other shows on the First GenXers broadcast network. Yeah, peace.
We back at it. Yep, we still doing it. Poetic beats. First GenXers. Gia. Let's get it, y'all. Come on. We back in the building. It's been a long time cooking in the soup kitchen. And I'm chilling with the same. Dropping these beats, won't stop, nope, I can't. Let me get up in the lab, turn it up. Game on with the First GenXers. What's up? Let's flip on the switch or the Xbox and get up in my zone, I'm clowning. Let me clear my throat for a minute. Shout out to my folks while I'm in it. It ain't nothing but love, it's babe business. I really don't know what's so who ain't feeling this. And this is only the beginning. Now versus then, this is something for the chillin'. Poetic got the joints like McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's the First GenXers. We're now rocking with Poetic Beats. This is the First GenXers production. Get your PlayStations out. Get your Xbox out. Get your Switch out. Let's get it in, y'all. Holla back.
got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I'm being real with this. Please don't judge me. I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma keep a grind mode.
Adams family like dynamic between Pugsley and Wednesday. Like,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Well, I always temper this because I think
I did not like the proceed with caution tagline.
I've also seen what Chase Center looks like when the Valkyries are fucking playing, so fuck all of you. Because Chase Center is packed no matter what's going on.
all right, there we go. I am back. And now we are ready to talk some football. You heard me correct. Football. So in the world of football this week, there were a couple of big kind of things that happened throughout the week. The first being that old guy that won MVP last year. Well, he got paid. Matthew Stafford signs a blockbuster 1 year, $55 million contract extension with the LA Rams that ties him to the team through the 2027 season. Of course, everybody's wondering with the Rams picking up the Alabama quarterback, why would they lock up Stafford for another year? Because just like with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, it never hurts to have a quality prospect first-round draft pick sit on the bench. And the Packers proved with Jordan Love, sit on the bench for a couple of years. They have a tendency to be able to come in and kill it from day one. So keep an eye out for that Ty Simpson's kid because Matthew Stafford's going to be his mentor for the next couple of years and is going to be teaching him well. But $55 million, get it, Stafford, worth every penny with what he's been doing with that team. Not that he's had a bad team around him; he hasn't had a bad team around him at all. But he's been doing great things with that Rams team. They've been in contention every year. It's been them, the Seattle Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC West. One of those three is winning their whatchamacallit. We also saw that dude, that not so bad man anymore, Aaron Rodgers, finally returns to Pittsburgh on what I believe is a 1 year, $25 million deal. Or it is, yeah, 1 year, $25 million deal that will reunite him with Mike McCarthy, his old Packers head coach. They won a Super Bowl together, and they do have a hell of a team out there in Pittsburgh with TJ Watt anchoring that defense. And I guess now Aaron Rodgers anchoring that offense, DK Metcalf at wide receiver. Hold on. About to sneeze. So I'm hoping that we can see one good resurgence, but no Super Bowl for Aaron. Sorry, man. No, stop it. But I think that they would definitely make in AFC East. Is it? No, that's the Patriots in them. The AFC South. No, AFC North. Sorry, with them Baltimore, Cleveland, and the Bengals. It's going to make it interesting. They're definitely going to make it interesting. with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. But Aaron is a guy that's just, yeah. Now we have a brief. If you travel over to New York, the new Jim Harbaugh Giants, it looks like we have a little drama going on there in Giant Land. Is Jackson Dart, dun, 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 Jackson Dart um, made himself present at a Trump rally, only to have his teammate Abdul Carter um, draw attention to it. And yeah, says a brief social media stir caught the attention of New York Giants head coach John Harbaugh. Rookie quarterback Jackson Dart introduced DTJ at a rally, drawing a public reaction from teammate Abdul Carter. Carter has since halted any talk of a team rift. Because I don't think it's necessarily a team rift. It's just two teammates that don't necessarily believe the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people on the 49ers roster that don't support Nick Bosa's endorsement of the current president, but it is what it is, you know. We're played to play football together, not to worry about I'll say but sorry. You're allowed to feel different ways, but they're both allowed to feel the way that they feel. Um, you know, and it may that the way that Abdul Carter feels about that may at a later date affect his desire to want to re-sign with the Giants. So this could be impactful. Um, another news in the what you call it or in the NFL. Let's see. The Lions lock up their linebacker Campbell. I forget his Jack Campbell, All-Pro linebacker, to a 4-year, $81 million deal, keeping him in Detroit through 2030. And yeah, when you got somebody good, it's kind of like the 49ers with Fred Warner. When you got somebody good, you lock them up and you keep them. You don't let them go elsewhere. You don't let them hit the free agent market. You give them what they want. $20 million a year, sure. Middle linebacker, sure. All yours. You had the Steelers structured a surprise contract adjustment for their starting tight end to free up cap space ahead of the 2026 season. Fairmouth signed Rashid Rice, my brother. What are you out there doing, bro? So Rashid Rice, with the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, was ordered to serve 30 days in prison immediately following a probationary violation. He will miss voluntary OTAs and mandatory minicamp. Hope nothing happens to him in there, but my God, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're one of the top wide receivers on what is almost perennially considered a Super Bowl contender. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the weed, as Stephen A. Smith would say, but bro, you're costing yourself money there. Come on, Rashid, let's get it together, bro. Oh my goodness. And Roy Robertson Harris, Giants linebacker, and other news outside of Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart fighting. Roy Robinson Harris tore his Achilles, out for the season, most likely. Just, it's sad. What is going on out there that these cats are being Achilles injuries all the damn time? Just wow. So yeah. So that's what's been going on in the NFL for a little bit. We're gonna dive into my final subject of the night, which is there's been talk in the NCAA about them potentially going to a 24-game playoff, and I've heard a lot of naysayers say boo to that. And I say boo to you. One guy, I forget what his name was on ESPN, said, why have 24? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It makes it less special. Why do you have a top 25? If being ranked number 24 or number 22 isn't special, then why do we have a top 25? Why don't we just have a top 5? Everybody else is unranked. College basketball literally has almost 60% of the total amount of D1 teams that exist that enter March Madness. Yes, the entire tournament takes a month, but it's fun as hell. Everybody's engaged. Everybody's hoping for their team. Everybody's looking for upsets. Yes, just because a 16 squad has very rarely ever beaten a one and actually made it to the Final Four or the championship game, it doesn't mean it's not fun to watch. Just in case you see one happen. So yeah, we're most likely not going to see a 22 seed football team get to the national championship game. But what if? What if? What if we did see one year? What if a team was just unhealthy and had a bad year and ended up ranked like 17, but got healthy right before the playoff and made a run? I know I would love to see something like that. We've seen it in pro football. 9-7 wild card team, Baltimore Ravens, I believe in 2000, 9-7 wild card team, went to the Super Bowl and won it. It don't happen often, but we've seen it happen before. So just remember that. I don't think that a 2014 playoff would be the death of college football. I think it would actually do well in the college football ranks, seeing as how basketball fans have responded to March Madness. I think that football fans will respond the same once it's out there, and it gives more teams a chance. You know, a 17th ranked USC getting in there would definitely make a lot of people happy. So I don't know what y'all got to say about it. Y'all can let me know in the comment section. But for right now, that's going to do it for me. I have been your host, the one and only Dark Lord 100, aka Double KK Double. Unfortunately, we were not joined by Miss O'Malley today. Maybe next week, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Like I said, for me, the next time my YouTube viewers will see me will be on Tuesday for Football Tuesdays, and then on Twitch as well for Football Tuesdays. And then for those of you who are on Twitch, stick around. In probably about an hour or so, you're going to get a little MVT fusion with that Invincible versus with the Saint. So I'll be sure to tap in. Y'all be sure to tap in for that. And other than that, y'all stay up, stay real. This has been Dark Lord 100. I am out. Peace.
Bang, 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 bang.